Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I got the character on here on the screen and everything. I wanted to quickly talk about a little thing that happened last week through the weekend and talk about how weird this was. So, it was either last Thursday or Friday. I came home from work early in the morning and everything because, of course, third shift and all that. And I noticed this PC, like my main PC that I work with on a daily basis, it was not connecting to the internet. Something about DNS issues. And I was trying everything I could to get that figured out. I was moving USB cables and making sure everything was connected and not interfering anything. I checked friggin' my network adapters. It was not helping. Command prompt, DNS flushing, IP configuration, stuff like that. Nothing was working. So I thought, okay, I will install the latest update and restart my computer. Because we all know, I don't like to restart my computer very often because I'm always busy with it. So, I did that, and after installing that update, I had to restart it again afterwards because my computer was still not connected to the internet and having DNS issues. Well, after the second restart, it suddenly started working. At least with the internet, but then other problems arose because here's what happened. So I was checking through everything and it seemed like my computer was going a lot slower. Okay? Like the taskbar was barely responsive, and if it was very sluggish. I tried to open up anything involving Windows Explorer, with the folders and everything. That was going sluggish too with loading. I checked Task Manager and even Windows Explorer was saying that the power usage for Windows Explorer through Task Manager said the power usage was high. I'm like, how? Nothing, this should not take as much power compared to anything else, compared to Google Chrome or something like that. But yet it said it was high in terms of power usage on my PC, and this is a desktop. I've got my power setting to the best for everything, just for when I'm ever actually using it. I'm trying to do that. I'm checking Device Manager, and it's refreshing every second or two, which meant there was some kind of hardware issue going on. I checked Event Viewer to try to find for errors. There was nothing helping there for anything significant. I checked, I was trying to check even through services on there to see if I can install, or check a service to see if anything's working. That didn't help at all. I ran CheckDisk. I ran DISM. There was, SFC scan now, which I did multiple times. Nothing was getting my performance to work properly. Restarting my computer also did not keep helping. I thought it was an update gone wrong. If you've been on this channel before, you may have seen my video where I called out Windows 10 because I had an update that went so wrongly that it almost bricked my computer. And I had to completely reinstall Windows 10 doing that, and I thought I was going to have to do that again. I know I can do it while keeping files and updates, but I thought I was going to have to go through this a second time. Because it's just even when I try to play back videos, whether it be through my web browser, or even videos that are here on my hard drive, it was having serious issues where it would play for a few seconds and then just stutter visually, and then sometimes even have that buffering window if I played a video on YouTube. And I'm just what the hell is going on? And this was going on for several days. Okay? I'm trying to get work done. I'm trying to watch some videos to pass the time. I'm trying every piece of software I can. There was even one software that I found. I can't remember what it was called, Dev Main or something like that, where it will list all of your hardware software, and this can go this is a very old piece of software that can work through just about any version of Windows. And one of the suggestions that I saw online was saying, hey, sort it by connection time to see the most recently connected item on your hardware to see which just recently refreshed its connection to see what could be the problem. It did not work. So now you get to Sunday. I was going through I was trying to do my research for an episode of my podcast that's coming out Christmas Eve, and that was not easy to do because, like I said, I had video playback issues. And after getting the screenshots I needed, I decided, okay, I'm going to sit down and record the podcast. But I wanted to test something. I wanted to see how the audio would sound, see if it would overcome these performance issues on the computer. So I recorded a bit of an intro as a test for the podcast, and I played it back, and the audio was so distorted and glitchy that it was not even funny. Like, every 1 to 2 seconds, you're like something going on. I'm just like, what the fuck? And initially, I was going to go to my gaming PC, which is right next to me, which has had no issues. It did not have internet issues compared to the main PC when this all started. I was going to go to the gaming PC, which is right next to me, record the podcast audio there, and then bring it to this PC to do it. But then I stopped and I thought to myself, wait, let me test something. Because I mentioned at the beginning that when I thought there was like some kind of signal interference or something involving the computer, I was like disconnecting like USB stuff and like moving stuff around. And the main thing I moved was my USB cable for this microphone, my Blue Yeti microphone, and I plugged it to a USB port in the back of the PC connected to my motherboard. So I thought to myself, wait a minute, let me see something. So I disconnected that lone cable, plugged it back to my only available port, like USB port in the front of my computer, because I have one of those USB hubs that has like multiple ports while connected to one main port in the front, because I have multiple devices connected. And when I did that, my computer was just fine again. Performance issues stopped. Like, the taskbar stopped being sluggish. I checked device manager, everything was just fine. Task manager, the power usage for the Windows Explorer, it went from saying high to low again. And like, video playback was not having an issue on web browsers or even videos here on the PC or anything. Like, just that one instance fixed everything. Because apparently there's some kind of faulty like USB USB slot in the back of my motherboard. I don't remember what happened to it, to be honest. Like, something must have faulted it out to where it's like all glitchy and everything to anything's connected. It's like, if you want to know what it's like take an old external hard drive that does not work anymore, connect it to your computer, and see the performance issues it's going to have from having that connected. That's going to be a similar thing. But just because I took my microphone cable, put it to the back of that USB port, and then took it back and put it to the front, it fixed the issue to where I'm now not having that problem now. Like, I was able to record the podcast again. Videos are not having playback issues or any of that shit anymore. All because of this one thing. Like, it took, like, thank goodness that I know stuff about computers, because, like, I was not seeing this solution being anywhere, like, on the internet saying, hey, try this, try that. They were saying just about anything else. Like I said, SFC scan now through command prompt, or DISM, check disk for when we're starting. And like I said, I thought this was some kind of update gone wrong. But no, it was a freaking USB cable. Okay, I was hearing the phone going off the background, I'm sorry. But like, it was my USB cable being connected from a microphone into a faulty USB port in the back of the PC for my motherboard. It's like, I cannot believe that this was the one issue. Like, I'm sure there can be some way to try to repair it, like the faulty one in the back, but I'm not 100% certain yet. But it's just like, to think that was causing my problems for several days now. Like I said, like, and to think, like, usually when you look at this stuff, you'd have to look through the entire internet just to try to find this one solution, and I found it on my own on a whim. So it's just like, thank goodness for the podcast, because that gave me the opportunity to test something out, like, to check my instincts, and it turned out it was the right one. I was trying to record a podcast episode, made me realize, yeah, let's try this instead. Because, like I said, I knew it was a hardware issue because, like, device managers just kept refreshing over and over every 1 to 2 seconds to where I could not see if there was some kind of problem without it just redoing on its own. So, yeah, that was a big headache, but I'm just glad I was able to solve that on my own.